Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Greetings, royal family. Greetings. Welcome to the Morning Boogie Morning Show with me, Royal B. I do this every freaking time. So by the time YouTube royal family member, by the time you get this has already been recorded and processed in HD and all that. But my Twitch viewers are getting this live and in real time, and I forgot to change the title. Oh well. It is what it is. So happy Tuesday, everybody. It is October the 19th, 2021. Everybody, hopefully you're having a good morning. Right now, it is 10:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the time that I am recording and streaming this video. So I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. It's a whole lot of legal foolishness going on. Not foolishness, but legal stuff going on. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be covering today. A lot of court stuff, a lot of legal stuff, trials and things. Cardi B is headed back to court. Ahmaud Arbery, jury selection is underway for the trial of his taking of his life. Okay. Who else? We got hot topics about VANESSA BRYANT. Not really a hot topic, but they want her to have a psych evaluation. Okay. She's suing the county of whatever the county is. I'll get into all the details. She recently filed trademark. Who else we got on the lineup? Kanye West, quote unquote Kanye West, is no more. He's not dead. He's alive. But he legally changed his name. So those are just some of the topics that I'm going to get into. As you're coming in, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button, YouTube Royal family members. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Royal B, and we call ourselves the Royal Family over here, okay? So get yourself comfortable. Make sure you sound off in the comments throughout the commentary. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate the engagement. And welcome to the new Royal family members and my regulars. How you doing? Now, speaking of how you doing, right? Before I start, yesterday, if you watched my show yesterday, the Morning Boogie Show, and the video that I did about Wendy Williams yesterday, I was a little bit confused, all right? My DVR played me all the way to the left and did not record Wendy Williams. So I'm saying to myself, okay, I know, doesn't it come on? For some reason, I thought it came on ABC, Channel 7. When I turned on the TV yesterday at 10 o'clock, no wonder why Regis and Ryan were on and The View was coming on at 11 o'clock. Wendy comes on Fox. And I'm like, well, why didn't my DVR work? My DVR played me. I checked this morning. I didn't even have that scheduled to record. I think I deleted that recording of the Wendy show, girl, because sometimes I watch it on YouTube. I end up catching it on YouTube. So I had to do all of that stuff and schedule it. So today, Leah Remini is going to be hosting today through Friday. I didn't miss much of anything. I saw the panelists. It was all right. It's kind of awkward, but it was all right. So I didn't miss anything. So if you are watching my other videos, I caught my mistake. Okay. It is what it is. Anyway, let's get straight into it. All right. So most of you who are in here by now, you should have paid your admission fee by hitting the like button. Okay. I just want to remind you, let's start out with jury selection begins in the trial over Ahmaud Arbery's death. Now, Ahmaud Arbery didn't just die of natural causes. His life was unjustly taken. Okay. So if I had to write this headline, I'm sure ABC News would fire me because it would have some choice words that pretty much reflects what actually happened. But I digress. So I know everybody's in an uproar over Dave Chappelle and other things, but I thought that this was important for people to be aware of, right? So jury selection got underway Monday, which was yesterday, in Georgia, with hundreds of people ordered to report for what could be a long, laborious effort to find jurors in the trial of 3 white men charged with fatally taking Ahmaud Arbery up out of here as he was running in their neighborhood. Their neighborhood. You see how this is written? They own the neighborhood. That's news to me. When I lived in my neighborhood and my family lived in my neighborhood for decades, we didn't own the neighborhood. We owned the house, but not the neighborhood. Anyway, so I'm going to spare you some of the gruesome details because I find it a little bit disturbing that the video is still circulating on some social media platforms. But hey, who am I? I can't tell anybody how to run their social media. I don't want to scroll past and see that. They really should put trigger warnings on some of those things. Anywho, so jury selection could last 2 weeks or more. Ahmaud Arbery's father said that he is praying for an impartial panel and a fair trial, saying black crime victims too often have been denied justice. Isn't that what this country was built off of? Anyway, the first panel of 20 jurors was sworn in and questioned Monday afternoon. The judge instructed them all to wear masks, and they were seated 6 feet apart in pews of a courthouse jury room. Okay, so just kind of skipping around. The court officials in Glenn County, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, mailed jury duty notices to 1,000 people, expecting a potentially slow process to find jurors in a community where the slaying dominated news coverage and swamped social media feeds. Right. So it's going to be very difficult to find people who are not aware of this case. You know, one juror actually stated that she knows Ahmaud Arbery's mom just from seeing her in the neighborhood. She just doesn't know her personally. So I'm pretty sure she's probably not going to be picked for a juror as a juror. So, you know, the judges are basically saying that, they're taking precautions because of that C thing. So 600 jury pool members, they were ordered to report to a gymnasium to provide room for social distancing, and they'll be summoned to the courthouse in groups of 20. So I guess they're making sure that they're taking C thing precautions. But I'm wondering if you're making sure that you're taking precautions that these people are mentally fit to be a part of a jury of 12. Okay. And again, it's going to be very difficult to find someone who doesn't know about this situation that happened. So this should be interesting. I like keeping up with the jury selection process. I oftentimes post updates on Instagram. I probably won't be doing that. I'll probably post it on Twitter. So make sure you're following me on Twitter, she_royal_B. And when I say keep up to date with jury selection, what I mean by that is what I do is I post excuse me, when they give the information, Hispanic male, age between 15 to 24, not 15 to 24. What am I talking about? 21, their age range and their race. So, and like I said, I like to keep up to date with that. So I thought that this would be interesting, and some of you may not care, but I do. So just so you know, jury selection has started. Okay. Pardon me, had to take a sip of my tea. All right, let's see what's up next. Oh Lord, I saw this morning. This was a hot mess. Okay. Somebody call Boosie and tell Boosie to come get his twin. Flavor Flav. This is on TMZ. I saw this early this morning, child. Flavor Flav then got himself arrested. Now, apparently this happened some time ago. So I don't know. Maybe TMZ just got a hold of it. Who knows? So Flavor Flav landed in jail after being arrested on a DV, domestic violence incident, earlier this month in Nevada. This is what TMZ has learned. So I guess they got to the party late, TMZ, because this happened in October 5th. So according to law enforcement, the Public Enemy co-founder was booked on a misdemeanor charge of domestic battery on October 5th by the Henderson PD. So TMZ said that they were told that they responded to a call about a domestic disturbance, and when they got there, Flav was placed into custody and taken to the Henderson Detention Center. According to the criminal complaint obtained by TMZ, Flavor Flav allegedly poked his finger in the alleged victim's nose, grabbed her, threw her down, and grabbed a phone out of her hand. Now, the city attorney tells TMZ that Flavor Flav is officially charged with misdemeanor battery constituting DV. Okay. Flav's attorney tells TMZ, in alleged DV cases, there are often two sides of the story, and we will explain our side in the courtroom and not in the media. First of all, how old is Flav? Good Lord, Boosie, come get your father. Now, as much as this man still wears a clock around his neck, he should know ain't nobody got time for this. I couldn't resist, y'all. I could not resist. Do y'all care? Did he rectify things with his children? Remember, his daughter was on Growing Up Hip Hop. I think it was Growing Up Hip Hop New York, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know. Flav, grow up. Okay, you too old for this. And if they find you guilty, they may lock you up. Okay. Speaking of which, Bird. I don't know if you guys have been listening to my commentary or even seeing this in social media. So Judge Judy is no longer doing Judge Judy with the network that she originally did Judge Judy with, right? So she's going on to the IMDb network. Apparently they have a streaming service of their own, and Judy's Justice is the name of the new court show that she is going to be doing. Well, Bird had to find out the hard way that he wasn't going to be coming along with her. He said that she didn't even let him know that he wasn't going to be coming along with her, right? So I thought that that was real effed up, like the man has been with you for how many years, like 20 years or so, and you couldn't even like extend grace or courtesy and say, look, Bird, I'm moving in another direction. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? But Bird's wife has been ill. She has been battling cancer and she's been doing chemo. So he said he wasn't even really stressing it or sweating it. But apparently us viewers thought that it was real messed up, right? So according to TMZ, Bird said he's down for another court show and he's already drawing interest. So a rep for Bird tells TMZ that he's not actively pursuing a spot on another show, but he considered any offers that come in, and some producers are showing interest. So TMZ said that they were told that Bird's manager is having ongoing conversations with TV producers who are working on a new court TV show idea/concept. And another big name producer made Bird's camp an offer for a new project with room for negotiation. Okay. Patience is a virtue, Uncle Bird. And I would like to see him on another court show or in some capacity. Look, y'all better hurry up and make him a good offer before Tyler Perry snatches him up and makes him Medea's bailiff or a bailiff in a Medea case or something. Okay. I don't want to see that at all. All right. So TMZ said that they're told that, Bird called Judge Judy and asked what was up. And she told him that he was too expensive. Now that is so shady. Look at the picture that they up. Yo, Judy Shineland, you are shady. Yo, old bat. You're not even gonna tell the man. You should have told him beforehand. Anyway. So Bird's rep says that he's not going to let it ruin his life. He's confident that God, all right, has a plan for him and something new is coming his way. You darn right about that, Bird. Sounds like there's no bad blood between Judy and Bird, despite how things ended. TMZ says that they know that Bird knows that he wouldn't be where he is without her. So he's a class act. You can tell he's a gentleman. He's not bashing her. But again, we the viewers are wanting to know what's up. You got a new show. Where Bird at? We've gotten so accustomed to Bird and his dry humor. We like Bird. Judy, they've been dragging Judy in on social media regarding this. Okay, I know it may not mean anything to most people, but some people love their TV shows, right? So in addition to drawing interest for potential new shows, Bird recently starred in an episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, and it was told that he's down to film for the soap opera again or even land a recurring role. Look at God. The Bold and the Beautiful still airs? I think that's CBS, right? Oh my gosh, that soap opera is older than me. I think my mother watches The Bold and the Beautiful. Soap operas still come on? What soap operas y'all watch that still come on? Because I know they canceled a whole bunch of them due to the influx of all of these reality shows, early on in reality show history. So I know that a lot of these soap operas, they were struggling for ratings, so they decided to just cancel a lot of them. Good grief. Well, that's great. If he gets a recurring role on a scripted television show, that's good. Okay. Hopefully he'll be a part of some sort of actors union. His wife is undergoing chemo treatments and stuff, so I'm pretty sure he needs money. I mean, he's probably comfortable, and he loves what he does. So shout out to Bird. Judy, you dead wrong. Talking about he too expensive. He ain't worth it. Is that what you're trying to say? Go on ahead and hire cheap labor and it won't be the same. Moving along, Kanye West. Let's keep this train going. Excuse me, quote unquote, Kanye West. Okay. So he has now officially changed his name to Ye. Okay. And that's spelled Y for those who are confused. So Judge Michelle Williams granted the change on Monday in a California courthouse after the rapper filed a petition to change his name in August. Documents seen by CNN confirm. So the musician hinted at the change as far back as 2018 when he released his studio album, Ye, and then several months later tweeted, The being formerly known as Kanye West. I am Ye. Back in 2019, West suggested that he might legally change his name to Christian genius billionaire Kanye West for a little bit. The rapper's name change is just one of the several recent big shifts in his life. His wife filed for divorce back in February after the pair, who share 4 young children, had reportedly been living apart for some time. So Ye also released his highly anticipated album Donda in August. I still think that album is going to win Album of the Year, whether a lot of you like it or not. That's just my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But my prediction is I think that album's going to win Album of the Year. It debuted at the top of Billboard's Top 200 album chart, making him only the 7th artist to have 10 number 1 albums according to Billboard. Fun fact, Donda was Kanye West's 10th album. I've said this before. I think that Donda is going to be his final album. I could be wrong. I'm just making an observation. So what do you think about the artist formerly known as Kanye West? Why he ain't changed it to like Yeezy or something like that? I don't know. I mean, people are still probably going to call him Kanye. Let me tell you something. When these artists change their names, like Diddy did it with I think on his driver's license, it's Sean Love Combs. It seems to me that y'all trying to this has to do with like legalities, right? Like maybe you have some debt, and now that your name is legally Ye, you think it'll absolve you of the debt some way, somehow. I don't know. I always think that when these artists change their name legally, court ordered, all that good stuff, they're trying to evade something. Like they're trying to, duck and dodge something. Who knows? Kanye West, that boy, that young boy who allegedly is going to your school or whatever, his father is looking for him. Does anybody have any developments on that story? I can't find any. Is the boy missing? Is the father crazy? I don't know. Something in the milk ain't clean. And speaking of not clean, this haircut, Kanye West, what is this? What is this? Okay. Kanye West was walking around looking all chopped and screwed. I got nervous. I said, I hope he's not ill. Is he suffering from alopecia, or is there something wrong? And he was wearing like a hair piece or something, or a costume. No, he actually got his hair cut like this. So Kanye West, if you wanted to look like a hospital paper cup, just say that, because that's what I equate it to. Okay, this is what the back looks like. The front looks a little bit crazy. I don't know what this means, and we're probably never gonna find out, because Kanye West, he don't really like y'all like that. Y'all call him names, y'all call him weird. I don't think Kanye West is weird. I think Ye is just Ye, right? So yeah, I don't quite understand, but maybe I'm not supposed to. Kanye's an artist, he's real artsy fartsy. He likes all of these gimmicks, and it's got people talking. And I guarantee you, somebody is gonna try this style. Mark my words, if they haven't already. Kanye's a trendsetter, whether you like him or not. I just don't like when people call him like names like weird and stuff. I don't get down like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. That is your admission fee, okay? This is to my YouTube viewers. Make sure you are hitting the like button. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think so far about any of the topics that we discussed. But wait, there's more. All right. I'm telling you, today is Legal Tuesday. Woo, okay, this is a little touchy. Okay, this is according to ESPN. So LA County wants Vanessa Bryant and others to undergo exams to determine distress levels from photo leaks. Let me just read the article, and then you guys can tell me what you think, okay? So Los Angeles County is seeking to compel psychiatric evaluations for Kobe Bryant's widow and others to determine if they truly suffered emotional distress after first responders took and shared graphic photos from the site of the 2020 helicopter crash that took the lives of the basketball star, his teenage daughter, and 7 others. This is what court documents say. So Vanessa Bryant, whose federal lawsuit against the county alleges invasion of privacy, has claimed in court papers that she has experienced severe emotional distress that has compounded the trauma of losing her husband and 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. So, Vanessa Bryant's lawsuit contends that first responders, including firefighters and sheriff's deputies, shared photographs of Kobe Bryant's body with a bartender and passed around gratuitous photos of the deceased children, parents, and coaches. I have to watch what I say, y'all. You know, the algorithm is listening. All right. So the LA Times first reported that a sheriff's department internal investigation found deputies shared photos of victims' remains. Let me just stop because this is heavy. Now, she's suing LA County. She's suing like the sheriff's department and all that stuff, right? Now, you guys know, well, you guys should know that they're considered quote unquote big wigs, and they got some, they got money, they got heavy hitter lawyers, and anytime they want to cover something up, they'll spend large amounts of money doing so. So, although it is I can understand why they are wanting Vanessa Bryant and the families of the victims to undergo a psych evaluation, because here's the argument, right? Yes, some of the people who were at the site of the plane crash, yes, they did take pictures and they admitted to sharing photos with people in a bar, right? Vanessa Bryant, I don't think she has seen the photos, but that doesn't matter in my opinion. What they're basically saying is, we didn't cause this trauma. They're basically trying to evade themselves of all fault and wrongdoing of her experiencing trauma. And I said to myself, has society really gotten this dumb? And I don't care if she hasn't seen the photos or not. The thought, this is me as I'm reading this, the thought of her knowing that there are photos circulating around the interwebs, and even her legal representation made a stellar point. She is afraid that her remaining children may stumble across this on the internet one day. These images should have never been taken and shared with anyone. The sheriff's department, they already admitted that some of the firefighters and the workers actually took pictures. They admitted this and showed it to people in a bar. I can't eat, I'm just so flabbergasted at this. And I understand that they have to do what they have to do to defend themselves. But what makes them think that they're going to win this? I don't know. And Gavin Newsom is always out there in California doing the darn thing, right? Gavin Newsom basically made it illegal for firefighters, first responders, and such to take images at a site of a crash or whatever, whatever they're responding to. Like, that has to be made a law. Like, what's going on with everybody? When I read this, I'm not even reading the rest of the article. I pretty much summed it up. It's on ESPN if you want to read it in its entirety, but I pretty much summed it up. That's insane. And on social media, there are social media users saying, well, how she's suing for photos she never saw. She has children. She still has young children that I'm pretty sure are on the internet. And I'm pretty sure she probably monitors what they see. And when she can't, God forbid if any one of them stumble across these photos, right? Like, just the thought of that as a parent, that's traumatizing. I can't. So, I mean, like I said, I understand them wanting her to go to have a psych evaluation because they're trying to prove their case, but it just seems so heartless. You had the sheriff dude or whoever it was already admitted that he took photos and he was at a bar and he shared them with a bartender. The bartender is the witness. The person who shared the photos admitted to it. So what are we doing here? I don't know, y'all. Y'all can tell me what y'all think. Let me move on to the next thing. So Vanessa Bryant, TMZ Sports is reporting this, that she filed a trademark, KB24 trademark, and she plans to, have like a Kobe Bryant sports and entertainment empire. I wish they wouldn't have used that word because it seems, comes across real janky. Anyway, TMZ Sports has learned that Vanessa submitted documents earlier this month to lock in the trademark for digital collectible items, websites, training camps, broadcasting platforms, podcasts, TV shows, movies, documentaries, and music, as well as sports cards, food and drink containers, and t-shirts. So Kobe Inc., the Lakers Legends company, is listed as the applicant for the filing, with Vanessa signing off as the president of the business. Now, the move almost certainly provides a blueprint for what the Bryant family plans to do in the future, with the KB24 brand poised to enter a number of outlets, right? Now, as previously reported by TMZ, Vanessa decided to cut ties with Kobe's longtime sneaker and clothing partner, Nike, after issues over money and shoe availability. It appears that the KB24 brand will look to grow without the swoosh, naming a large number of clothing items in the application, although shoes are not listed. So KB24 adds to the growing list of trademarks the Hall of Famer's estate has filed since Kobe and Gigi's tragic passing in January 2020, including Mamba Sports Academy, Mambacita, Lady Mambas, Lil Mambas, and more. Now, what do you guys think about Vanessa filing a trademark for KB24 and basically building a sports and entertainment empire? What do you think about that? Also, Mambacita is her daughter, Gianna. That's the nickname that I think Kobe gave his daughter. And Black Mamba was Kobe Bryant's nickname. So what do you think about this? I don't know. She's going through a lot of lawsuits, so I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's just a money grab? Now, even if it is a money grab, I mean, she lost her husband and her child. I mean, could she not carry on their legacy? Because Kobe Bryant has a lot of supporters and fans. You know, he was working on a lot of things himself before he, passed on. So is she carrying the torch? Like, what do you think? To be honest with you, if this woman wants to go on and build a sports empire, honestly, who am I to tell her, no, she's dead wrong. She got to support herself, right? And she wants to carry on her husband's legacy. And I don't think that she's going to have to worry about people supporting, because, again, people love Kobe Bryant. So she wants to carry on his legacy. Why the heck not? I mean, I know some people are going to have opposing views, but that's all right. I mean, it is what it is. We don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know if this is something that they discuss prior to Kobe's passing. I know that there's whispers and rumors about money and all this other stuff. We just don't know. I'm still stuck on the psych evaluation to see if she and the other victims' families are experiencing trauma for real. Like, you think she's faking it? I don't know. I'm curious to see how that pans out. All right, moving along. Lizzo, okay? Lizzo, I'm hereby sentencing you to be banned from Twitter for 30 days, okay? I like Lizzo. I think Lizzo is fun. I think Lizzo is I feel that Lizzo is very talented. Twerking and playing the flute. I mean, come on, that's freaking entertainment, right? Lizzo is an attention seeker. I think I'm going to start to call you a troll, Lizzo. I'm going to start to call you a troll. I don't know what your angle is. I don't know what your objective is, but it is getting very repetitive. And it seems like you are trying to perfect your craft of trolling, okay? And I don't appreciate that. I don't like trolls. I think trolling is corny, just like Young Thug said on The Breakfast Club the other day. Trolling is whack. It's whack. So you guys know that Lizzo went to Cardi B's birthday party last week before, whenever the heck it was. And she wore a see-through dress with pasties, okay? People didn't like it. Lizzo gets on social media and she pulls her pants down and she starts twerking and tells everyone they can kiss her cheeks. All right, I'm putting it mildly. So people have still been hitting her with criticism and backlash. A lot of people have been doing think pieces about Lizzo. Now, Lizzo, we seen you do this when you had your cheeks out at the basketball game. Now, that was straight up unsanitary, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, you like, this is a recurring thing. Like, Lizzo, you a troll. I changed my mind. You're a troll and I don't like it. That is the quickest way to turn me off from any artist or anyone. You become a troll. All right. Now you guys see, this is Lizzo's tweet. She tweeted this yesterday at 4:13 p.m. I don't know if it's Eastern, Central, Pacific. I'm not sure. And her tweet reads, "My biggest issue these days isn't the fact that people have opinions. It's that people force their opinions on others. If you don't F with something, don't. We're all having a human experience. We all deserve grace and patience and understanding." Lizzo, I think that you need to chill off of social media for 30 days. I don't know what your objective is, but again, it feels very trollish. And I don't like to be trolled, okay? Trolls are manipulative. Trolls are oftentimes liars. Trolls do things for attention. And it takes away from you being an artist. Let's not forget, Miss Lizzo, you are a artist, right? Ever since Rumors, haven't heard much from you. You know, you were in the studio showing your cheeks. Did you lay down any fierce tracks? Where's your flute? Where's your flute? I haven't seen your flute in a while, okay? You cannot force your opinions, Lizzo, okay, on us. People like you, but people are starting to be turned off with the antics. The only acceptable excuse that I will accept from this, not funny, let me stop laughing, is if you tell us that you are being held against your will and you are being forced to troll. Because unless this is a cry for help, just stop. So I think Lizzo should be put in timeout. Lizzo, go to the naughty corner, okay? And you should be on timeout for 30 days. Stop capping. Is this capping? Sometimes I don't know what cap means. I do, but I don't. It's used so many different ways. Anyway, stop the BS, Lizzo, okay? I haven't seen your flute in a minute. Pull your flute out, all right? Get in the studio, put your headphones on, warm your vocals up, warm up your mic, and get to laying some tracks, all right? I don't care about none of this foolishness that you are doing. It's annoying. And, you are manipulative. You know what? You're very manipulative because you do these things, and then when people don't like what it is that you do and you don't get the response that you hope for, then you start becoming a victim. This is a pattern with you, Lizzo, and I'm sick of it. Like I said, I like her. And what you have to understand is, no, the things that people say about you, I personally don't feel when they're attacking your physical appearance. I personally don't get down like that. On the same token, everybody's not like me. Right? Everybody's not like me. And you're on social media and you are doing these things. You are going to have haters and you're going to have supporters. What about the people who are supporting you? I don't see you shouting out none of the people who are like, yeah, Lizzo is representing this for the big girls. I don't see you retweeting their tweets. But then again, I don't really look at your tweets like that all the time. You know? So Lizzo, come on, man. Stop. You're starting to be manipulative and you're turning into a troll. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. If everybody gave you the response that you wanted, you wouldn't have no problem. See, this is why Jonah Hill went around and told people, don't comment on my body, good or bad. Smart man. Don't say I look good. Don't say I look bad. Nothing. Just don't comment on my body. So, and again, I want to go on record and say that I don't condone like the negative things that people say, or the derogatory, let me say this, the derogatory things that people say. But just like you said, you can't force your opinions on people. You can't force your opinions on people, Lizzo. Everybody's not going to like you and they don't have to. That's the reality of it. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you can't get a soft gel. Let me stop going off on Lizzo like that. That's a little bit of tough love. I don't hate Lizzo. I just don't understand what's the point here. What's the end game? What are you doing? Because this seems real calculated, like clockwork. And I don't like to be trolled. I don't like it at all. All right, Cardi B. So Cardi B basically went back to court. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was Monday, right? So there's a situation going on. You guys know that allegedly she got into an altercation with two chicks in a bar. Let me let CBS New York tell you. Shout out to New York. Shout out to New Jersey. How you doing? All right, so like to hear. Let me turn this up. Hopefully this will play. Like to hear. Here it go.
In Queens criminal court for Cardi B, the 29-year-old rapper has pleaded not guilty to charges of reckless endangerment and assault for her alleged role in a 2018 brawl at a Flushing strip club. Cardi B is accused of throwing a bottle at two bartenders, ordering her friends to then attack them. The rapper turned down the chance to plead guilty to third-degree assault in exchange for a conditional discharge. If convicted, though, she could now face 4 years, up to 4 years behind bars.
All right, now that's an old picture and that's old footage, but the news is new. So basically, what does this mean? Oh, not you signing. So basically, what does this mean? So Cardi B basically did not take a plea deal. She didn't want to take a plea deal, therefore she didn't. Okay, the plea deal would have she would have been on probation for like 5 years or shoot a fake. I don't know. I don't even care. Okay. A lot of people think that, or social media basically is sounding off saying that she's stupid. She should have took a plea deal. Yeah, that doesn't work for everybody. Cardi B has money and she has lawyers, right? Is she guilty? I don't know. Is she innocent? Don't know. People who are supporting her are saying, they have information that she is innocent. People who are not supporting her, basically, they feel she's guilty. You know how this goes. You like somebody, you go up for them and you got your blinders on. You don't like somebody, then, you want to nail them to the wall. You know how that goes with some people, right? So, Cardi B not taking a plea deal is not a bad thing, like I said, because she has money and she has lawyers that basically are going to go to bat. She doesn't want to have to pay these women who are accusing her of what they're accusing her of. She doesn't want to have to pay them because I think it would be some sort of settlement. She'd have to pay them, and she pled to a lesser charge and be on probation. She pretty much has a clean record from my understanding. I don't think that she has anything on her record, and this would go on her record. And who the heck wants that, right? Cardi B is worth millions of dollars. She has endorsements and things like that, and this could basically put a taint in her reputation, right? Unless people have video surveillance of her doing what she's being accused of, then let's go to court. Let's go to trial and prove it. I'm a go to trial and let's present all the evidence type of gal, right? So that's what I want to see. So this is going to trial. When? I don't even remember. I don't like to dig too much into certain things like with people, because people have their opinions, and fine, I don't care about that. But let's get to court and present the evidence. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to report on this 50 million times and no one's gone to court. Just like the situation that's happened. Never mind. Let me not even mention that, because then it's going to be like, oh, are you talking about this person? It doesn't matter. Let's get a court date. Let's get the room number. Let's see what the evidence is. Let's go. That's what I want to see. Just like on Law and Order. Okay. Let's take it to the courtroom, or Matlock, I should say. Shout out to my old school crew who used to watch Kojak and Matlock. Okay, I used to watch Matlock when I was younger. Kojak too. Anyway, that's all I got. Ain't got no more, royal family. So please drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Thank you to all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, liking the video, paying your admission fee, dropping your comments. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, and welcome to the new royal family members. Those of you who have been sharing my video, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so that's it. That's all. So I hope you guys have a splendid rest of your day. And I'm signing off. I'll see you soon. And as always, until next time, peace.